Okay, so let's get into part two. So, the other thing that Spirit showed me, besides you paying attention to how you draw your salt lines at your front door, and not even like, okay, instead of drawing salt lines at your front door, what they want you to do is salt baths for this month, this remaining month of April. Now, the new moon is coming up, and a lot of times people do different, like, new beginning rituals and things like that. One of my favorite new beginning rituals is to actually do a salt bath. And contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think that salt baths are really just for those who are trying to release and get rid of. And that is true. But what you have to think about is you can't call the new into your life. You can't ask for new blessings. You can't make space for the new abundance. You can't see the new coming, or your cup as half full or fully full, without first emptying what is there. So it's kind of like the spiritual version of what came first, the chicken or the egg. Your spiritual team is saying, in order for what needs to rush into you, to rush into you, in addition to you feeding the birds, which I spoke about in the previous video, I will make sure that I tag both the videos, the part one of this and the other video that I did where I fully talked about feeding the birds. I will make sure I tag both of them down below. But in addition to you feeding the birds, the most important thing for you to do right now is salt baths. You are going to take you sea salt, coarse sea salt. Don't get that Morton's table salt. Coarse sea salt. Spirit showed me Cape aloes. Cape aloes is a herb. Cape aloes, it can be powdered or it can be like the herb form. And basil. You're going to mix the two herbs together and you're going to put it into your sea salt. Now, I would prep this now. I would get this now. I would start doing this now. Don't wait until the new moon. Why? Because you have to clear out before this new moon that is coming up in April. Do not forget, we are in the spring equinox, y'all. This is spring. This is the time of whatever you plant now, whatever you do now, whatever you put energy into now is going to fully flourish and blossom by the time June 21st comes. And it's going to turn into a full harvest before October comes. But if you don't do the clearing out now, if you don't do the releasing now, if you don't do the letting go now, if you don't cut the cords now, if you don't get rid of the people now, if you don't journal and get rid of it now, if you don't do the shadow work now, you ain't going to get the blessings now. Do what you got to do, y'all. Stop drawing the salt lines and go into your salt baths. After you salt bath. So the salt bath, first thing is salt bathing. Salt bath is going to include coarse sea salt, and they have it at the dollar store. Coarse sea salt, Cape aloes herb, and basil. After that, you are going, sorry y'all. You are going to do a recital of some affirmations I'm going to put below. Sorry, I'm pausing because Spirit is showing me a list of affirmations. Actually, I'm going to put the link in my bio. The affirmations goes like this. Money flows to me easily. Money flows to me effortlessly. Money flows to me abundantly to create large amounts of prosperity. Opportunities flow to me easily. Opportunities flow to me effortlessly. Opportunities flow to me abundantly to create large amounts of prosperity. Helpful people gravitate to me easily. Helpful people gravitate to me effortlessly. Helpful people gravitate to me abundantly to create large amounts of prosperity. Abundance is my birthright. Money is a current. Ooh, itchy nose. Nothing is stopping my money flow, so money will stack up, and it is so. Amen and Ashe. You're going to do this every morning 3 times before you talk to anybody, before you step out your bed. You're going to do this 3 times at night before you... Okay, sorry about that. The dog started to bark and it was like confirmation. Don't start. And you're going to do this 3 times at night before you go to sleep. Stop it. And you're going to do it 3 times before you go to bed at night. Okay? The salt bathing. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, salt bath. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, salt bath. Make sure that you do your affirmations 3 times before you step out the bed in the morning and you speak to anybody. Do your affirmations and let your affirmations be the last thing that you consume before you go into sleep state. Do not scroll that phone, put that TV off and put that stuff away. Say your affirmations and close your eyes and go to bed. For those of you who are my crystal girlies, this is the time that you want to work with your smoky quartz. It's going to clear out. First of all, it's going to absorb everything that you don't want to hold on to, and it's going to clear out that which you need to get rid of. It's also a time that you want to get your pyrite. Your pyrite is a crystal that draws wealth into you. Carry it in your wallet. Put it at your front door. Put it even in your mailbox. Okay? Ooh, Spirit showed me mailbox. Why mailbox? Because your mailbox receives your mail that also has the potential to have checks. Oh, we're going to do some video. We're going to do some videos talking about some wealth building. We're going to do some videos talking about some. Y'all want to get into like rituals and spirituality? I'm going to teach y'all how to really attract some stuff to y'all. Because see, all this other stuff that's like mainstream, I'm not trying to say it's basic, but baby, it's basic. You want to start getting into real science of energy? You got to go into like the details. Put a pyrite crystal into your mailbox. Put a citrine crystal into your mailbox. So you want to work with your smoky quartz, absorb, get rid of, dispel the energy that is no longer serving you. There's a whole lot of bangs and clangs and barks that's going on for confirmation for this. And I don't know if y'all paying attention, but it's a whole lot of noise going in my background. So please forgive me, but I'm going to get this message out. And then you want to make sure that you do your citrine and your pyrite. Like I said, carry it in your wallet, put it in the wealth corner in your house. If you don't know nothing about it, go look into feng shui. Make sure that you put your pyrite and your citrine at your front door or in your mailbox. Do the things you got to do to attract the wealth to you. Matter of fact, for those of you who are like, Hadida, where the hell am I going to find all of this? I'm going to put a link in my bio for wealth. It's going to say wealth kit or something like that. I'll put a link in my bio for the wealth kit. It'll have the salt bath that I'm talking about. It'll have the crystals that I'm talking about. And it will also have, and I'll put the link up there for the free downloadable for you to be able to get the affirmations for you to say for the morning and at night. All right. Meet me in part 3 because it's going to be a part 3. There's more to this. Peace.